Greetings, debaucherers! Oh, God. Feels good, I guess, to say that again. Ghosty and I had a very extended hiatus, because apparently we are still doing these things. Were we productive in our weeks without recaps? No. Hell fucking no. Will there be chili dog references? Probably. Now I remember why I went on hiatus. Let's get back into it. First up, we had 108 Stitches versus Rick's team, High and Tight. Samantha is on strike or something, so she's basically rostering half a team and still putting up respectable scores, thanks to 3 ratio stats and some epic relief pitching. Joe Ram hit 3 bombs for her, while Rick's offense barely managed to edge her out in the home run category. Rick's pitching looked decent until you see Josh Hader's ERA of 40 for the week. Yeah. Seems like the Brewers sold at the perfect time on him. Nothing else is perfect, though, as this matchup ends in a 4-4 tie.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Next, we had Dom and his United Periods versus Dylan's Rock the Vote. Dylan's lineup largely put up a bunch of zeros on the stat sheet, except for Mookie Flippin' Betts, who went for 9 runs, 4 bombs, 7 RBIs, and a bag. Don't ask about the OBP, you already know. The Dommy Mommy's offense... Wow, that's a new one. The Dommy Mommy's offense managed to snag a couple offensive categories while owning most of the pitching ones until Sunday, when Dylan went into full desperation mode, streaming 3 pitchers on that day, one of them being Patrick Corbin. His ERA and whip looked like a Ukrainian hospital. Oh, God, Ghosty. I forgot you made jokes about that still. 6 months. Too long. Is it bad I'd rather have a chili dog joke there instead? Anyways, Dylan came 1 strikeout and 1 quality start short of flipping those categories. The Dommy Mommy wins this one 7-3. Are we all just going to acknowledge that Ghosty wrote Dommy Mommy a few times and seems to be acting like it's normal? Note to self, never let Ghosty take an extended break again. Next up, we had a battle between Ghosty's Drive Monkey Drive and Fukin Fukin. The monkey found a tool or something as his team swatted 12 bombs last week, probably a season high for him, led by a couple of 4-bomb performances from Mike Trout and Nate Lowe. Scott got 3 bombs for the week, 2 of them being from Manny Machado. He did snag runs in OBP by 90 points. Pitching-wise, Fukin's staff looked like a human fighting a kangaroo. I suppose it's better than another Ukraine reference or something about chili dogs, but kangaroo boxing is pushing it. Next thing you know, you'll probably drop a wallaby joke. Anyways, Ghosty's staff led by DeGrom, Verlander, and Alcantara dominated. And Verlander's hurt now. That's what you get for starting DeGrom versus the Mets fan, Ghosty. He takes this one 6-2, which might be his biggest margin of victory all year. All right, go ahead and make a chili dog joke about that one, Ghosty. Next up, we had Pat's 72-74 A's versus Kyle's Dinger Swingers. For Pat, Aaron Judge had 3 bombs and a bag. Yawn. For Kyle, his team hit 6 bombs and won. He also compiled 7 quality starts because overkill is a thing. Too bad he couldn't trade one of them for a sold, which both teams get 0 of. Kyle wins this one 7-2, continuing his rocket-like rise up the standings the past few weeks, which has been faster than a rock wallaby's ascent. He did it. He actually did it. What the hell is even a rock wallaby? Why the fixation on Australian marsupials? As long as he says something about a koala, I guess I'll be all right. Next up, we had a potential playoff matchup between the very qualified... That's cruel, Ghosty. The very qualified All That Yaz versus the power of dad strength. Andrew. And his name. So all I'm going to say is my squad had 20 more innings and his still beat me in strikeouts. And he had a sub-2 ERA and sub-.9 whip. Just to style on me further, I guess. What's worse is I had him over for dinner the night before. I made that man dinner. I made that man and his wife dinner, and he still has the nerve to beat up on me. It was hard to beat Dad Strength's 380 OBP, which helped him sweep all of the offensive categories. Andrew and the power of Dad Strength take this one 9-1, securing him a beatdown of the week, after I made him chicken parm! Next, we had Boobs in the outfield versus Dr. Hoptologist. The Boobs swung hard, tying the Doctor in bombs and bags, but were unsupported in other hitting categories. There it is, boob joke. Pitching is where the real battle was decided, as both teams had 6 quality starts and respectable ratios. However, the Hoptologist pulled out just in time to seal a 4-3 victory. And let it be known that's the only time the Hoptologist has ever pulled out. Zing! Last, we have another potential playoff matchup between Devin's Meet the Robinsons and Charlie's Frankie Spanky BBs. Devin's offense stole the show with 4 category victories, losing only to Charlie's pretty redonkulous 372 OBP. What was even more redonkulous was the pitcher's duel that played out between the two. Charlie's squad went almost 60 innings with a 1.5 ERA and sub .9 whip, and don't let me forget the 6 quality starts. Charlie's bullpen led Solds by 1 going into Sunday, but Devin got 2 on Judgment Day, flipping the category and the matchup in his favor, winning 6-4. Something tells me these two will be facing each other very soon in the playoffs. Well, folks, we missed out on a lot of awards the past few weeks of hiatus, the most notable ones being the 13-seed Sierra's victory over first-place Devin, Kyle's 15-bomb Week 16, and Charlie winning Beatdown of the Week 2 weeks in a row. This doesn't include Week 18 awards because fuck you and koalas. I added that. We're throwing in some Hail Mary koala references here at the end. But let's start off this week. The Jose Royd Seiko Award winner won this award for the first time this year, I believe, looking about as weird as a platypus on a podium. Jimmy and his team Drive Monkey Drive with 12 bombs.
Back, gone!
Next, the Oakland Liquor Store Award goes to who else? The King of Bags. Not Ricky Henderson, but Devin's 2022 squad, Meet the Robinsons. Second place had 4 bags, whereas he had 10.
Heineken, fuck that shit!
Dominatrix of the week goes to... Ghosty was really hoping it was going to be Dommy Mommy, but no! Charlie's Spanky BBs. He takes the whip in hand and wins this with a .84 whip. And, dude, if you agree not to use it on me, I won't up the rent further next year.
What color is my underwear?
Choke of the week goes to Scott and Fukin, who probably resembles Max Scherzer when he faced the Yankees last week. Boom! Double zinger.
What are you doing, step bro?
I think Jimmy and Kyle are still salty from betting on that game. Debauchery of the week goes to Devin and his team Meet the Robinsons. That's it for me. Bring in the dancing lobsters. Oh, and voice guy out.